Bonsai is literally a tree in a pot, simply a tree in a pot. I did a lot of art shows and painting and printmaking and drawing and following that show circuit, and a lot of hard work. And about 25 years ago, I went through a divorce, and my new partner introduced me to a bonsai tree. Again, about 25 years ago. And when I first saw a tree, I thought, why haven't I been doing this all of my life? Bonsai historically originated in China about 2,300 years ago, came to mainland Japan 1,500, 1,700 years ago. And the Japanese really codified the rules of bonsai. So for anybody in bonsai to say that they do their own thing is absolutely ridiculous and almost impossible. From basic styling to horticulture. You can't put a bonsai tree in Iowa soil in a pot, or you will have a dead tree in a very short period of time. But once you understand the rules, you're then free to break those rules and create something perhaps of your own. So there's no way one can overlook the origin or the Japanese rules given to the art form. Probably my oldest tree out there in my tree collection, my oldest tree would probably be in the range of 300 to 400 years old, but that would still be in a pre-bonsai box, if you will. It's not a bonsai because it's not in a pot yet, but it will be soon. So my oldest tree is probably in the ballpark of 300 to 400 years old. My oldest bonsai documented is about 150 years old.
Do you have a favorite tree?
The tree I'm working on.
And which one is that?
Oh, all of them. When you're sitting at a canvas, when you're sitting at a drawing table, and you're completely involved in that drawing or that painting, you're nowhere else. You're right there. You're in the painting. When I'm working on a tree, especially creative design, when you're taking a wild tree out of the mountains and you're giving its first styling, for lack of a better description, without trying to sound too kitschy, you become that tree. What I see in nature that feeds my philosophy of bonsai is this incredible struggle for trees to survive. Can you imagine the world without trees? No, you cannot, because we wouldn't have the oxygen with which to breathe. So I think, trees are one of the basic fundamentals of all nature. And what I see in nature and what I see when I'm collecting trees is this incredible will and strength to survive. I suspect my ultimate goal is simply the personal satisfaction that any artist gets from doing art, whether it's painting, drawing, sculpture. It's always finding that best tree. You're always in search of that best tree. Working with trees, one of the things it has brought to me is a sense of serenity, a sense of patience, a sense of perseverance, a sense of planning. I think it has slowed down my thought process, because you can't think of trees in the immediacy. You have to think of where it's going and where it came from. So as I get older, I think the art of bonsai has given me this type of peacefulness and a serenity that I don't have to have a finished tree today. It might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, it might be 15 years. So I look at I look at the horticulture of that tree, and I look at what can I do now to make it look like what I want. And philosophically, it just feeds that patience and perseverance and a serenity of a sort.